Okay, guys, so I just got a delivery, and honestly, I was looking at my tracking on HSN. I don't really know what this is, because they had things saying it's going to be delivered today, but my postman already passed. It's possibly those things, maybe it just hasn't updated, I don't know. But if any of this stuff is still available, I'll link in the description box. Those will be affiliate links, which means I'll make a small commission if you purchase items through those links. So thanks for using those if and when you can. Let's see here. So HSN continues to do that thing where it's like if by the end of the day you've bought $75 worth of stuff, they give you free shipping, regardless what it is. So we have that to look forward to always. Oh, you know what? I think this is a little bit boring, possibly. So I'll have to go check my mailbox and see if I have anything else, or maybe I'll save it for another day because this is going to be a very short one. This is Griffin foliage and leaf cardstock. So it's literally just pieces of paper that are like brown and green and maybe orangey. I don't remember exactly, but let's check that out. And really it's geared for like her, obviously, leaf dyes or leaf dyes? Leaf dyes, I guess, not leaves. Foliage color cardstock, yeah. So as you can see, like I said, kind of a rust color and orangey and green and brown's really pretty. They are a white core, so that's always fun to play with. And this one is much bigger. Oh, this is so cool. Yeah, so this is the shimmer blush cards and envelopes. And honestly, I didn't pay enough attention to know if they're all pink, but I was like, blush and bashful. I gotta get this blush cardstock. So let's open this up. I think I watched Steel Magnolias once when I was a kid, you know, when it came out, and probably had no idea what anything was going on, but I always remember Julia Roberts' colors. Well, I guess she wasn't Julia Roberts in the movie, right? See? If I think for 2 more seconds, I can probably remember her name. You guys will probably tell me. Anyway, her colors were blush and bashful for her wedding. And I always mention that. Just, I don't know why. It's always in my head. Let's see. It has a little bit of a tape here. And if you are new to my channel, my name is Vianney, and this is just how it goes, guys. So, welcome. Let's see. Shimmer blush cards and envelopes. Yeah. Oh, okay. So I love this one on top. Now, of course, this is a card base, and if you're making a card like Anna would, you wouldn't even see this, right? But they are very pretty. Let me see how thick they are. They don't look super thick. That's why as soon as I held this pile, you know what I'm saying, they didn't feel heavy, so I was like, I don't think this is the thickest cardstock in the world. Again, if you just like the pearlescent paper, you can definitely die cut into it. It is double-sided, which is gorgeous because I can imagine doing ruffles or other paper kind of related things where you might turn, you know, one side over, that still looks beautiful on the back. Does it say on here? It doesn't really say. It's definitely not like 300 or GSM or like 110 pounds. It's probably closer to 85-pound paper. I want to say it's a little thicker than that though, but anyway. So we have that pearlescent, and then we have this gold. A very champagne-y kind of light gold compared to like this one. Look at that red. At first when I saw the red, I thought, ew, but you know what? That's really pretty. And then it goes to like a greenish kind of hue, right? Compared to like these golds over here. And then this one is more like a burgundy compared to like that red. I don't know if you can see the difference. This one's a little deeper, richer in color. Those are very pretty. And then I suppose matching envelopes. Yeah, the red's a trip, you know. Really, really gorgeous. Again, I'll probably use them as card bases, but you can definitely cut into them. I don't know why you would spend the money to buy card bases, though, and then cut into them, but you know what I'm saying? But who knows? We have, you know, different uses for everything. And then this is actually the Diamond Press nesting die kit, the birthday gift box auto ship. Sorry, so, I like to get in on the auto ships, and then they send me items for review, but doesn't guarantee me I'm gonna get the auto ships, right? So I always pick it up on my own. So what I usually do with these guys is I destash them. I actually have a pile of these to destash. I have like this, and then whatever other auto ships were like the last time around. So I do need to do a destash. I need to do a good destash. This place is out of control. We've already talked about that. I don't need to go on, but let me see. Yeah, I don't really have anything else today. I'm gonna go check the mailbox itself, but my son checked the mail yesterday, so I think what I'll do is probably just hold on to this because I do have some things coming in I believe tomorrow, supposedly, from HSN. So we can see them all at once. Yeah, so I'll be right back. Oh my gosh, you guys. So yeah, I had that one little delivery, and then I just got my Studio Light stuff in. It was through HSN. They still ship through the Studio Light's like own warehouses, so comes out like New York and things like that. But sneak peek of something fun I'm working on. This is not a swap. It's just something I'm making for a friend, but Anna Griffin papers on a crafty clipboard. Okay, so yeah, I'll link these things. And it's not a lot of stuff either, but I think it'll be good enough for a video here. Oh my goodness. Oh, that's so much bigger. I'm telling you, I know I see things and they're like centimeters possibly sometimes, or they don't even give sizing, right? That's one thing that is kind of a bummer on HSN for like these British things that they show. What they carry, because it's hard to know. It is hard to know. And a bummer that, you know, with some of the other ones, with the Anna Griffin ones, that they just put the wrong sizing, right, on the flower cart. I don't know if they've checked that or updated it or fixed it, but let's look at those in a second. But look at this little guy. I've had to pick him up. It was so cute. It said a wood block stamp, and I mean, it's definitely a wood block stamp, and let's try him out real quick. Because the rubber it's on is blue, which is really cute. See Studio Light. Oh, that little guy. And I just want to see if it still is the same kind of like red rubber, you know? You can definitely, ooh, look at that. It's a little brittle or something. No, it's not brittle. It's just cut. Did I cut that? I was like, did I do that? I don't see. There's a little piece missing here. That part doesn't matter, but I just want to see the material. That's kind of what I was wanting to test out, because it looks harder than like red rubber, even though it's firm. You know what I'm saying? It's a little softer. This stuff, it seems very hard. So let's try it out, and let's give it the best stamping. I'm not going to put it on a stamp positioner, although stamp positioners that unhinge, you can definitely try this out. I want to say I used to use cling stamps, not wood ones though. I would rather use a stamp positioner. That would help. But, and I don't mean that kind of thing. I mean the kind that's old school that used to be like a T-square. I have one sitting here somewhere. And you butt it up against it and you stamp it, and then you, on like an acrylic piece, like it's like a clear piece of plastic basically, and then you put that clear piece of plastic where it is that you want, you butt it up again, and you do your stamping or whatever, and then it works out. So that's how you kind of use these to know where you're stamping. I know that sounds like a bunch of stuff right now. So this is actually a little cream colored piece of paper, and if it works out, maybe I'll make a little card from it, maybe put them over there. A little scary. Haven't stamped just like this in a while. But hybrid ink, look how cute. Oh my goodness, I can see his little nose needs a little more ink. And all right, guys, I hope I don't like drop this. Actually, I'm going to tilt this way so it can push that down. Why am I acting like I don't know how to stamp with the rubber stamps anymore? Very scary. I'm just trying to make sure that I'm pushing everything. All the areas, really letting that soak in. It is a very fine line stamp. Oh, so I missed his little foot down at the bottom. But again, with something like that, especially with this, what I would do is either use my stamp positioner, that plastic thing, and line it up again with this image. Look at that, I put ink on there. Or finish it off with a liner pen, right? So we just grab this guy, and I could just kind of mimic what was going on there. It was just like a little something like that, right? Just like a little something like that, and we just finished it, right? So no harm, no foul. And then generally what we would do is also take like a liner pen or something, darken up the eyes, you know, things like that if you're just doing this, or black alcohol ink marker or whatever when you're actually coloring, and maybe pop a little white dot in the center since this is cream colored paper. That's really cute. I mean, it's a cute image. All right, well, there's that. A little, I don't know, something happened there. Something happened there, but that's neither here nor there, I suppose. Okay, look at this. Okay, so this is the Sweet Memories, or Sweet Stories, sorry, look at that collection, Love Hearts. I mean, look at this little border. That is so cute. I know I kind of missed out on doing a Valentine ephemera folder swap, and to be honest right now, I don't know about the swaps. I love doing the loaded pockets and these ones that are a little more involved. I thought the clipboard swap was super simple. Some people still did some things where they broke the guidelines, and going forward I'm not going to swap them out anymore, even with the rule breakers, because I feel like the rules aren't that hard. So just, you know, kind of do less. I think that's the thing. I think people want to do more, and I'm asking for certain specific things, and of course in your style and what you have, and that's all great, but I feel like people are getting hurt feelings, and I do not like that for my channel. So I don't know. Anyway, everyone's really gracious though, but I just, you know, it's upsetting when someone's like, hey, you missed this or whatever it is. But anyway, I was hoping we'll do another ephemera. I know some of you guys were asking for like the potpourri swaps I did. So they're like flowers, which are really fun because they're done. You know, you throw them on your project and you're good to go. So we'll see, guys. We'll see. I don't know what else to say about that right now. But this die set has the outer border, right? So you can do a whole piece. You can layer it up with this die and it'll be a frame, or this whole matte layer. This has a ton of dies on here. I didn't even realize. I just saw the hearts and I'm like, yep. This one has a heart shape with a stitch, and then all three of these. This one has the word cutie and hugs and love cut into it. And then you have a background heart that you can pair it with. You have I love you. It looks like basically shaker material in my opinion. And then the little hearts. Oh yeah, it's definitely a shaker material. Yep, look at that. It says perfect for making sceneries. So we have the heart with the stitching, and then the heart that you can also inlay to make a frame, or just, you know, again for your shakers, or not use that piece so you can do your background plus your acetate, right? That's another thing some folks missed, is how to make a shaker in that last swap. And I can go back and talk about it, but I thought, you know, we kind of talked about it in the creation of the swap itself. But you definitely need, well, I don't say definitely. When you have a card, and let's pretend this is your background piece, I don't know how to explain it. You stick it down, and then you're gonna have frame pieces, or foam or whatever, but it has to kind of be a frame so you can see through it, right? And then there's acetate, and then the frame piece again. So a couple of frames, or the foam, or whatever you're doing on the frame piece. Acetate, then the frame again. So the acetate is sandwiched here, and then there's height from here to here. And then you have the background piece. Some people just build theirs on, you know, their card, and that's fine too. But that's kind of the elements of a shaker. So anyhow, sizing real quick. I know this video is going to be kind of quick, the amount of things I have to show you, so we're just taking our time, guys. It's going to be about 4 1/4, but it's longer than 5 1/2, so that's an interesting sizing. It's like 5 3/4 by 4 1/4. The metal to metal is definitely 4 1/4, so let me see something. I was gonna say, will it fit in the marquee? I think it will. Yep, just with some room to spare, so that's good. But it is edge to edge almost, and then there's a little bit in the length. This guy is more like a slimline. It says slimline hearts, and interestingly enough, I did a card this morning for our new series, Start From Stash. And where did I put the card? I literally had it right here in front of me. I really love the way it came out, guys. I just I think it came out really pretty. But this one has the inlays, or you can just cut out, you know, it's going to cut an aperture for you with the stitching on the outside. So if you use this just to get hearts, you're going to get these hearts that are just here, but the stitching is on the background paper. You can layer it with the background paper, or obviously cut it into there. You can matte layer, because of all the different ways you can play with these two together, that's really cool. Look how these little hearts you can get, and then you have some little hearts to pair it off with, and they're just showing some things here, like if you want to use like an inlay border or whatever it is that you want to do. Super cute. And let's see how big this one is. It's a little wavy. It's like 4 1/8, you know, around 4 1/16 or something by 8 1/8. So again, more of a larger kind of slimline. And then this one, the embossing folder called Hearts, and it has all those little hearts just kind of falling all over the place. I don't know if you can see them there. Really cute, with the cut portion, which is going to leave you some stitching, it looks like, on the edge, and then this heart gets cut out. And again, this one is actually thicker than I think the Griffin embossing folder I used earlier, the slimline. It looks thicker. So probably more like a 3D embossing folder thickness. And then they're showing, where are these little bears coming from? It's the same little face. I'm gonna have to find these bears, you guys, because that is too cute. I love them. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they must have something like this. If I can find these little bears, either they're on HSN or on Ecstasy Crafts. Ecstasy Crafts is the one that also sends, did I say Studio Light at the beginning? The company is Ecstasy Crafts, and you get 10% off with my code if you would like to use it. But it's Ecstasy Crafts who fulfills the Studio Light orders from HSN, and a few of the other like British companies they show there. So guys, my goodness, I am a busy girl. Yeah, a lot going on. And then keep an eye out later. We're going to do the last set of the reveals for the crafty clipboard. And again, if your name is not in the list there, something came up, you know, there's a few different things, and we've already talked about that in the videos and stuff. I will have a separate video though for the ones that the mail just like garbled their tracking and I wasn't able to wait for them. I do know some of them are going to be delivered today though, because now they're showing, oh, they're in San Marcos and they'll be delivered today. But you know, I have to edit and wrap up and all that kind of stuff. So I already talked about that in part 2 at the end of it when we draw names. So if those people did not break any guidelines, I will show them here along with a couple other latecomers from the My Happy Valentine swap, and we'll swap them together. So no worries, you guys. I'll still have them on here. I'll show them, and thank you for being patient, because all those people are like, oh yeah, no worries, or oh, that's such a bummer, because with the post office, once it starts saying just like in the system and then they keep changing the date, like you really have no idea. And sometimes they'll scan every step and sometimes they don't. So when it just says moving through network, it's like you have no idea when it's actually going to show up. So I couldn't really keep the whole group waiting for something that might show up in a day, a week, never, because it's happened before. I've run swaps for decades, guys, and I know how this works. So I try to be like, well, let me wait one more day, and it's just like, it doesn't work out, because you wait one more day and nothing shows up, and then you're like, okay, well, I just wasted another day, you know? So, and then sometimes things just don't show up at all. So thank you for your patience, and thank you for being so awesome. Everybody's super kind and understanding, and I super appreciate it. And yeah, so I'll have linked in the description box there, whatever might be available. Keep an eye out for this video. I don't know when I'm going to release it, but it's just a little crafty clipboard I started working on that I'm creating for a friend. So anyway, I'll see you guys at the next one. Bye now.